I'm back. Well, here we are. You've no doubt got a local dealer, that is a music dealer, near you, somewhere. Well, what are they like? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they indifferent? Are they the sort of guys that you'd never buy from? Or are they great guys that maybe can help you? And what happens if you order something on the internet and things aren't as rosy as they could have been? Send it back, mess around, like a deal I had with Toman not a million years ago. And indeed, I didn't bother sending it back, I made firewood. So your local dealer is probably a very, very good source for you, as it is for me. And if you've got the right guys in that place, they're going to be really helpful. No doubt about it. Well, the truth is, I've just come back from actually visiting one, my local dealer, if you will. And you're going to get to see all about him now. And I ran through the place and, had a good look around and, the sort of thing you do in dealers, in particular good ones. And the best thing about this one, really, is the people in there. So, anyway, here it comes. I don't want to bore you sitting here. Let's go and see what happened. Tony Mckenzie style. Okay, well here we are at Music Store Pro with Kane, the man, rock and roll. Yeah, I'm back. Anyway, he's going to show you everything there is to know about Fender guitars. Hopefully not, because he's not really sales. He's a good guy. He's not
a alleged guitar guy.
Yeah, he's a guitar guy. So rock and roll. I'm going to go behind the camera and watch.
Okay.
So hang on and show them what you've got. No, don't do that.
Well, this wonderful piece of wood is actually my favourite one in the entire shop. It is the American Elite 2016 Fender Stratocaster. All the features on it are all upgraded from the old kind of deluxe models. So you still get the old kind of compound radius on the neck. However, it changed on the back now as well. So it goes from a C down to a D. They've updated the neck contour. So as you'll see, it has more of a curve to it. So this guitar also has the wonderful N4 4th generation useless pickups, which sound phenomenal. The only pickups I've really known by Fender that keep that vintage kind of sound but are truly hum cancelling. And actually my favourite feature, I wish you were here to feel this, the actual knobs have a lovely rubby kind of feel to it. Which is very nice.
It's very slack knob on this.
It is, yeah. On the old mate, it's very tight. The actual shafts are quite tight.
There's a little one on the YouTube channel too.
To tighten it up? Yeah, because
put a little rubber thing on the
yeah, just on the bottom, so kind of, yeah. Because it's still got the that little switching system on the bottom there, so it actually cuts out, yeah.
What colour's that one, by the way?
Yeah, I think it's Skyburst Metallic. I just call it lovely. But it's a Skyburst Metallic. Is
That's an older body then?
I think it's an older body, yeah, as far as I'm aware.
It is?
Yeah, but older body, all maple neck. But yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. As I say, it's probably my favourite one in the shop. I'm 21 in December, so I'm probably thinking of it. Getting one myself. But in black. I think black.
Definitely worth having.
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, for me, I'm a Charvel guy actually, so I'm into like the hot ready Strats with the flat fingerboards.
How do you think the N3s have changed to N4s? What do you think?
Well, I found with the N3s were good, but they were a bit too, for me, a bit too compressed. It didn't have that vintage kind of sound, like with the back pickup being a bit harsh. It didn't really do that, to be honest. I mean, it was noiseless, but it just wasn't. It just didn't sound like these, really. To me, they just sounded a bit too. They didn't keep that true kind of single coil kind of characteristic, especially in the out of phase positions in the second, fourth kind of switch, really. But yeah, I think, I'm a Charvel guy, so I love like those kind of fast playing guitars, and this, you wouldn't think this is a fast playing guitar. So I'm probably going to get one myself, but I said, in black, like sparkly black. Yeah, exactly, yeah, because that S1 switching system, it can go from, it's from parallel to series, so it can sound like anything like a Strat, to a Tally, to a, like a humbucking guitar.
Comes with a case, yeah?
It does, yeah, it does come with a case. It comes with a nice little kind of ABS kind of moulded case and all your kind of goodie bags. All the goodies that you can get with it.
Awesome. What else you got?
But I also forgot, I've actually got here, funnily enough, I've also got this thing of beauty.
Right.
Which is a bit of a weird one. Yeah, so Fender did this about 2 years ago. And it's a sandblasted Strat. Now, if you'll notice as I turn the guitar, you see all the grain of the wood. So what Fender actually did with this, he actually just sandblasted the body, kind of stained it. And it feels to me like they probably beeswaxed the body, just put some wax on it. It's not like a poly lacquer.
Right.
But to put it simply, it is just essentially almost like an American special, but with standard kind of custom shop fat 50s. You know, you've got like your 70s headstock and your 6-point kind of tremolo system.
What's the sort of price of that?
I think it's £949, and it does come with a Fender gig bag, yeah. Now, I just like it's got maple neck. I'm a sucker for maple fingerboards, really.
Yeah.
I've always liked rosewood, but maple to me just, you know, if it isn't lacquered, it dirties up a bit, which I like. It looks old.
Right.
I just like guitars that look battered, really.
Yeah, you want to Jimmy.
Oh yeah, but funny enough, I'm a bit like Hendrix, because I'm left-handed, but I play right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a bit of a
What's a
doozy.
cool guitar?
Right? Oh yeah, it's a lovely guitar, yeah. It sounds really good as well, with it having kind of like a wax on the body,
Right.
rather than the poly.
Yeah.
More so when you're playing it acoustically, you know, it vibrates a bit more, acoustically. So for me, you know, I can kind of feel it against my body there, like
What's the
vibrating.
neck? Yeah. What's the neck like on that one?
It's kind of like a flatter, kind of a modern C, really.
Right.
A bit kind of flatter at the back than what you get in kind of your standard.
Yeah. 69 type of heads.
Yeah. But it's a lovely guitar again, but again, I just like maple.
Awesome. Okay. So we got a Fender Blues Junior 3. It's all going to sound great. Great guitarist, by the way. Don't want him kid you. He just looks as if he is, but he is. I look as if I am, but I aren't.
Right, so this amp is the fabled Blues Junior 3. Yeah, however, it's in the lovely colour of surf green, which is kind of a limited run that Fender are doing at the moment. It's kind of got your box standard kind of Blues Junior 3 features, like your 3-band EQ, your master volume, your reverb control and a fat switch. The only difference is, this has got a different speaker in, apart from kind of like the box standard Evidence speaker that you'd get. This actually has a Cannabis Rex speaker, which for me just sounds a bit sweeter, in my opinion, than the Evidence. The Evidence for me sounds great, but when you compare it up to a speaker like this, the highs don't come through as much. It just sounds a bit blandy, to be honest. And the guitar running into it is the Elite Tally equivalent of the Strat. We were on about earlier. It's the same features like the flat kind of fretboard for your widdly diddly stuff up there. Your S1 switching system to get this humbucker sounds.
It's got a cutout on the body.
Yeah, it's got the cutout there at the back, the console for your body, and again it's got like the neck console
You know, a
there.
regular Telecaster.
Yeah. But I mean, tone-wise, it sounds really good. You know, it's like sounds great. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, that's my thought. Is actually going to be
I guess everybody wants a Telecaster now.
Yeah. I've even done anything.
They're really
Can't play country. So, here we ventured out of the Fender area now, and we're now into the Gretsch area. So here we've got everything from your Electromatics to your Ranches, all the way down to the new Streamlines as well that have just come out at NAMM this year. So yeah, we've just got everything here in terms of Gretsch, yeah.
Hey Mike, we're in the acoustic bit at Music Store Pro. I know these guys want to see a bit about what you've got for sale here. I'm going to go back behind the camera, so show them a couple of things you've got.
No worries, yeah.
Sounds all
plenty in at the minute.
Hang on.
Okay, so we've got all sorts in at the moment. We've got everything from about £100 up to a couple of £1,000. So something in the middle is like this Tanglewood, which is an absolute beaut. This is basically all solid mahogany. So the top's solid, sides are solid, the back's solid, and the neck's solid. You've got Grover tuners on it as well, and all for £629.
Wow.
So an absolute bargain, really, to be honest. Really deep sounding, bright tone as well. Just a cracking guitar. No electrics in it, so you're not spending extra money on putting in electrics. So you can do that yourself at a later stage. But a recording guitar, gigging guitar, absolutely stunning.
Does it come with a case?
Doesn't come with a case, no.
Okay.
But standard Dreadnought, no, just comes as is.
As is. Okay.
But you're not. There's no frills. You pay the money for the woods basically. Right. So great construction as well. It's got a volute on the back as well.
Yeah.
The equivalent, if this had a different name on the top, you're probably talking £1,500 for the spec.
Yeah.
Bone saddles, bone nut, top Grovers. Yeah.
Warranty. What's the warranty?
12 months warranty on it.
Warranty.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. And the kicker is that I've got one of these myself as well. So I've been gigging mine for about 3 years now.
Right.
Which and it's just it's had a hard paper round as well. So it's stood up to it. But yeah. Great. So this is the Court NDX50. It's an absolute beaut again. So you've got laminate back and sides, but a solid spruce top. But the best thing about this is that it's got the Fishman pickup in it with a microphone as well. So you've got an under saddle pickup which sounds great, really classic, nice and zingy. But you can blend in a microphone as well. So for live work you can hit the top and get that drum thing going as well. But really natural sound to it, but enhanced by that microphone as well, just really makes it nice and warm. So again, as a gigging guitar, absolutely amazing. Grover tuners, everything stays in tune. Nice spec, high gloss finish and everything as well. So it keeps it nice and neat. Beautiful binding. Stunning guitar, really. Great.
Does that come with a case or not?
No, it doesn't come with a case. Most of them don't come with a case until about £1,000, and then you get a hard case with them usually then. But there's always we keep in stock everything. There's a case that will fit everything pretty much.
Same warranties and all that stuff.
Same warranties, 12 months warranty on that as well. Again, and they've been making this for a couple of years now, and it's I think it's done quite well for Court. It's a very nice guitar.
So you check them out before you sell them? And
yeah, we set them up and everything as well. Yeah. So once they come out of the box, we check them over, and then we do a bit of a setup if it needs the neck tweaking or anything like that. We sort that in house.
Yeah. Some of them are like when they come out.
Yeah, some of them come and they've been in a cold warehouse into a warmer shop. The necks sort of relax and they go all buzzy. So we just sort of set that out. Sometimes the odd one slips through the net, but we 5 minutes we can get it up and running, get it nice and sweet.
Oh, that looks cool. What you got there?
Got the T6 Tanglewood acoustic amp, and also they produced this now as well, which is the subwoofer that goes with it. So you basically slave this bottom speaker to this one, and it's got a crossover, so it gives you all your low frequencies come out of the subwoofer.
Wow.
So you get this really massive acoustic sound out of it. So all your low frequencies come out of this, and then all your lovely high and mid frequencies come out of there as well. So it's a really sort of big sound.
So what's the output?
Output. This one is 60 watts.
I know.
Yeah, it's loud. Yeah, basically, you only need a little bit of it to come in, so you can blend in the sub on the bottom.
I've seen one of them before.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, they did a bigger one a few years ago, but they've shrunk it down now, so it's nice and neat, same size as the T6.
Yeah.
But you can use that with any acoustic amp.
Right.
You just slave into it,
Right.
and then all your low frequencies come
Any other
out.
makers doing that sort of stuff?
Not really. No, it's more of a PA sort of
Yeah.
thing that you do. You have your sub and your top, but it's great if you're doing a small acoustic gig in a coffee shop or something like that. You can get that full PA sound out of a very small piece of kit.
Right. Easy to order as well.
And in the house as well, it does sound glorious as well. There's a lot of people out there using octave pedals with acoustics, and they're using loads of effects.
Right.
It fills everything out, makes it really big.
Good at bottom end as well.
Yeah, it's basically a PA system really.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. You put a microphone into it, sing through it, put 2 guitars into it, you know, line out, go into a PA system.
Yeah.
Stunning piece of kit really.
Right. Standard warranty.
Standard warranty again, yeah, 12 months warranty on them. But again, we never have these sort of units back. You know, they're pretty rock solid.
Right.
Again, it is Tanglewood again, so it's sort of, you know, it's high quality really, but the price is right as well, which is the best thing about it. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Good company.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
no
for
worries,
showing us
Tony.
all that.
That's great.
It's rock and roll.
Cheers, man. Good to see you.
Yeah. I don't get any very often, but he's one of the go-to guys. Remember the face? I know it's ugly, but it's like mine.
Cheers, Tony.
Well, here we are again with Luke.
It's me.
Yeah, rock and roll, Luke.
Rock and roll.
Show me all about bass guitars. I'm not a bass guy.
Okay. Well, this is
I'm
the
getting
cool-
off the picture now. I'm getting to the camera.
This is we're in the cool section of the shop. Recently we've just had some new court basses that have come into us. We are a court authorised dealer. We used to do quite a lot of them, and now we've just got some brand new ones back in. If you're looking for something just a little bit different from your Fenders and your Epiphones, and you're into things like 5 strings and like a nice clean sound, I would definitely recommend some court basses. We've got this particular one, which has just recently come into us, which is the Court C5. So as you can see, lovely finish. I'll show you the back.
How cool, man.
Really cool neck, really cool body. Active pickups or active circuitry with Bartolini M1 pickups are very clean sounding. But probably the biggest selling point of the bass is the Mark bass preamp. I don't know if you can see. Mark bass active preamp. So it's a 3-band EQ, treble, mid, and bass. You've got a balance. Your pickup selector balance on there, and then your main output. And you've also got the active and passive switching, which is just here, if you can see.
Yeah, Mark bass pretty big in the bass sector, aren't they?
Exactly. I use myself personally. I use the Mark bass rig. In terms of the clean sounds that you get out of them, they sound brilliant.
Maybe some of the DV Mark stuff, you know?
DV Mark stuff, yeah. Mark bass, yeah.
Same company.
Yeah. You're right. The Mark bass stuff I highly recommend. Very clean sounding. And just gives you a lot of clarity. So when you put their preamp in one of these, you get a really nice bass, and for a reasonable price of about £430, it's definitely a good bargain.
Yeah.
Cool. So on the opposite side of the wall, we have our Fender section, and probably the standout bass that we have in at the moment is the American Elite. It's a lovely natural colour. Very nice sort of neck and electronics in there. Again, Generation 4 noiseless pickup, same as the Elite Strats and things like that. Very nice. You've got your active passive switch again, and then you've got your 3-band EQ. Sounds good. You've also got, similar to how your guitars are, the neck starts off quite round at the top and gets more flat as you go down the neck. You've also got your truss rod adjuster, which is right at the bottom there, so a little bit of music mode. But yeah, very almost similar sort of way as how the Elite Strat is, but obviously in bass. Split pickup and your jazz gives you a bit of tonal versatility. It's actually not too bad. It's probably, in terms of kilos, probably maybe 4 or 5 maybe. So not too.
What about pounds?
I don't know.
Okay,
Bit old,
£2.2
but-
for it.
Yeah, something like that. Very, very nice though. Great colour as well. I love a good natural colour. Plays really nice. Sounds great. Just a very, very well made bass. But obviously you pay the premium for it. But in terms of Fender's basses, this is probably one of the best ones that I can remember playing. So highly recommended. If you got one of these, you've got a bass for life. I don't think you'll ever really need to upgrade on this. So up next, I've got this. I don't know if you can see the little Black Star Bass Fly. If you're looking for just a small, affordable, easy to use practice bass amp for your house that runs off batteries, so you don't have to carry up and down the stairs because bass amps can be quite heavy. Look no further than one of these. Now Black Star aren't necessarily known for making bass products, they're mainly a guitar brand. But I have to say that this, if you're looking for something that's easy to use, affordable, for your bass guitar at home, I would definitely have a look at one of these. They come as either a single, which I've got at the moment, with the batteries, or you can even get them as a stereo pack with a little extension speaker like this, which then just link together. On the actual face itself, you've got an overdrive button. So if you really want to get some gnarly or some growly bass sounds, you press that down. You've also got the built-in compressor, so it doesn't blow the speaker, and you've also even got a little sub-harmonic generator as well. So for 49 quid as a little practice thing, £49, yeah, that's all it is, £49. Very, yeah, very, very highly recommended.
Boy oh boy. Well, we're now into the Black Star area. So we've got everything from the RD cores to your True Valve powers to your fabled HT series from your 1s, 5s, studios, soloist.
Oh my god, you've got everything.
We've got everything. My favourite, Series 150. I think that's the EL version, as far as I'm aware. Fantastic sound amplifier. And then behind me, I've got a wonderful wall of American-made PRS, as far as I'm aware. So I've got all the S2s as well, which is phenomenal. Got the custom 22s, the single cuts, all the way down to your cheaper SEs as well, which a lot of people knock actually, but phenomenal instruments. I love the SEs. A couple of them to me have played like guitars that are worth double that value, really. Yeah, phenomenal guitars. I've always kind of had a bit of a secret love.
So you've always got that stuff in? Right.
Oh yeah, I always got it in, yeah. We've got everything in, because we're good.
Awesome.
But
Right, so what we got now, dude?
now, we've got the wonderful Vox amplifiers.
Right.
Fantastic amps. So we've got everything from the classic kind of AC15s. We haven't got 30 because it's sold out, unfortunately. But got anything from the ACs to the AV stuff to the wonderful little Pathfinders, little 10-watt amplifiers. Home tone.
Right, I'm off. You better have it back.
Yeah. And then in front of those, we've actually got the all-American made Rickenbackers as well. So I think we've just got the 360 there.
Right.
And we've got the 12-string equivalent here, with your middle pickup in the middle as well. But again, it gives you that Rickenbacker sound with that under Rickenbacker kind of wiring,
Right.
and kind of like the plate there. And then we've just got like the Dan Electro here, just so it's a cheaper kind of alternative.
What about this stuff?
That's this stuff.
Yeah.
So this stuff is a favourite Epiphone brand of guitars. Yeah. So if you've ever wanted a Gibson, but the price has been a bit too high, you can always look at the Epiphone brand. They are the sister company to Gibson, as many of you are well aware. And they do everything from your Plus Top Pros, which have your coil taps, kind of like your lovely kind of flame tops, rosewood fingerboards, and Pro Buckers, which as far as I'm aware are kind of voiced off the Burst Buckers and the Gibsons, all the way up to kind of like your signature models, like the Gary Clark Juniors, which have proper genuine Gibson hardware on there, Gibson USA pickups.
It's always better than buying those Chinese cheap and nasty
It is,
ones.
yes. It's always
We
better
need
than
to
going online, spending £300 on something that says Gibson on the headstock, and you get it home and it's a pile of crap.
You got it.
Yeah.
You want to? These are Far Eastern.
Yeah.
Very different, aren't they?
Yeah, guitars that are made in the Far East nowadays are great, to be honest.
So remember, he said it, right? And I agree. Rock and roll.
So here at Music Store Pro, we do a lot of pedals, as you may be aware. I just want to show you two things that I've just recently added to my own personal pedal board. I'm going to start with the Swift Power Tuner. So on the surface, it looks like a standard, it's like a standard tuner, similar to like a TU3. However, on the side, I don't know if you can see, it's also your power bank for your pedals. So this will power up to 8 different pedals on your pedal board. And for the price of $59.99, it's not bad at all. It's pretty much the same. Yeah, exactly. So very, very useful to have, and at a good price as well. I also want to show you this one. It's a bit more of a higher end one. However, in terms of bass compressors, bass compressors can be a little bit boring. We can go into the full details of attack and release and all that kind of ratios and things like that. However, if you're into that, if you know what you're doing, and if you're into that, the MXR bass compressor gives you so much control over what you want. So if you want something that's, you can have something that's either very squashed or you can use it lightly. I used to have the Boss limiter enhancer pedal. I always tend to find that used to squash my bass quite heavily, and didn't really have much control. However, this, I can say it's exactly how I want it to do. Especially with my band personally, we play fairly heavy music. This is just tightening up my bass tone no end. Very, very good. You do pay the high end price for it, and they are $184.99 at the moment. But for what?
It's bomb-proof, isn't it?
But it's bomb-proof. We never have any of these ever returned to us. They're really good. They're really good bass pedals. They're really good guitar pedals. We've got a nice selection at the moment. And if you're looking for a high-end compressor that will really tighten up your bass tone, I definitely recommend one of these.
Yeah, brilliant, Luke. What's it like if you buy something from here and you try it out and you don't like it?
Okay,
What's the score with that?
So here at Music Store Pro, we have a 7-day change of heart policy. So as long as the item is still in the condition that you purchased it in, we can exchange that for another item or give you a credit note, and you can use that whenever you want to. It gives you a little bit of that, just in case you go home, you try something, it's not quite what you wanted. It lowers the risk.
Yeah,
you can always come back.
Gear, I mean, it sometimes doesn't do what you want.
That's it, exactly. So as long as you bring it back in the condition that you found it within 7 days, we can exchange that for an item.
Right, so it's not going to work for the wife. She's got no wife. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Right, so here we have the wonderful Court guitars. So all of these are Indonesian made in the same factory that a lot of the Indonesian made Ibanez's and Washburns are. But they're all fantastic guitars. So this particular one here is the Matt Bellamy from Muse. It's his signature. So it's got, obviously Matt Bellamy did use a Manson, phenomenally expensive guitar, no one wants to spend that much. So Court made this kind of equivalent. So they've got Manson design pickups, a kill switch, and a volume and tone control, and the little truss rod wheel at the bottom, which I don't get why every guitar company doesn't do that, because it just makes it a lot easier in terms of access. And then down here we've got the cheaper kind of guitars as well. So we've got the Sunset one here, which is kind of like a bit of a classic vibe to it, a Bigsby tremolo system, P90 pickups, and next to it is actually one of my kind of favourite guitars in the shop, even though it's a cheaper one. It says it's a Court's G250, which has Court's own branded powerhouse pickups in it. Has a coil tap, 5-way selector switch, so you can get those nice kind of stratty out of face sounds. I mean, you've got to feel the neck on this thing, it's phenomenal. Yeah, it does, it's kind of like a nice kind of, they call it tobacco burst, I think. But yeah, a lovely guitar. You've got like string trees at the top to stop it from all going out of tune. And a genuine Mckenzie tremolo on it as well, because everyone wants Wilkinson because they're great bits of hardware really. But yeah, for me this is probably one of the best ones in the shop.
Okay, so what you got there?
I have got Marshall, a lot of Marshall.
I like Marshall, yeah.
Oh, you've got to love Marshall, good British brand, doing things right. So we've got everything from Marshall pedals to the MG amplifiers to the new Code series, which then moves up to the kind of like their classic kind of valve series.
What do you think of them?
Yeah, but so the Marshall Code I actually love. I mean, it's Marshall doing Marshall valve emulation.
Yeah, guys get a bit bothered about no tubes.
Yeah, they do. I mean, to be honest, I kind of understand that because I own a valve amp myself. They sound great, but to be honest, you really have to push them to get that valve tone. Really, these amps are designed to get something similar to that, but at a lower kind of volume.
Right.
I mean,
what's the weight of that thing?
It's actually really light. Actually, yeah, you wouldn't think it. Yeah, that's a good thing with digital stuff nowadays. It is very, very light.
Right.
I mean, the JVM amp that Marshall do, phenomenal. Sounds great, but it's a backbreaker.
Yeah.
It's really heavy. Even like the little
combo.
combos. Yeah, the combo. Yeah. I mean, we've got the 210 at the moment, but the 410 when we had that, it was a two-man job, just for a little combo. Yeah.
Wheels.
No, it didn't have wheels.
No,
It's made it even worse for us. But I love the codes. I mean, I just love Marshall in general. Everything from the DSL stuff, from the 5 to the 15s to the 40s, and even the 100-watt heads as well. Sound great. I mean, anything that's valve when you push it, you just get that lovely tube tone that you don't really get. They do, yeah. A lot of people say that. I always say to people, it's more. You feel the difference more when you play it. You kind of get almost like a bottom end kind of sag, I find, that you don't really get in anything else. I mean, some digital stuff is very good for that. Yeah, they like it, anything like the Kempers or anything like that too. Even like the cheaper stuff like the Codes. But it's all kind of personal preference, really.
So how's the Silverheads going?
The Silverheads going, well, to me, those are. When you imagine like an electric guitar tone in your head, like that rock tone, it's got that. It's just the Marshall tone, really. For me, I've only ever plugged the 50-watt kind of equivalent in, not 100-watt 50-watt equivalent in. And when I plugged it, it just sounded great. Because no one was in the shop, so I could crank it up. I got about halfway, and the tiles were shaking. Yeah, I had all like kind of dust coming down.
JCM 800 sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost kind of hot roddy because it's kind of like because I know they did the 25th anniversary one. This is like the 50th kind of anniversary one. Hence why it's a 25, 50. But they sound great as well. I mean, you'll probably find. If you compare one of those to the DSL, but there will be a slight difference in terms of the actual tubes used. As far as I'm aware, the DSL stuff uses kind of cheaper kind of tubes, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, they moved the DSL abroad, haven't they?
Yeah, they have moved them abroad, but they still sound great.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yeah, but we can get any kind of Marshall amp, as far as I'm aware. So anything from the DSL stuff, in terms of Vox, pretty much anything up to the AC stuff, and Black Star, as far as I'm aware, we just get anything, really. But you can give us a call, you can give me a call, my name's Kane, or alternatively, if you want to, you can even give Tony an email.
So this Yamaha stuff, I mean,
yes.
I used to have an SG3000 years ago, and it weighed a ton, man.
Yeah.
And a great guitar, I was driven by that Santana guy.
Oh yeah, Carlos Santana.
Brilliant musician. I'm old and knackered now, but I used to listen to Santana 3 by morning, noon, and night.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
And I've seen these of late and wondered about them a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go back behind the camera again, and you can tell everybody about it.
I'll try my best.
Hold on.
Right, so standing behind me is the new Revstar series by Yamaha. Now a lot of people think Yamaha just make bikes, but the actual guitars that they make are very good. So the Revstars have been designed to have almost like a Japanese kind of style and heritage to it. So you have everything from the cheaper kind of 330s down there, which moves up to the 420s, to the 620s, and then to the 7 and 820s as well. So the 7 and 820s and 620s you'll find a bit more of a satiny kind of feel to them. The pickups are upgraded in the high models, so the pickups are the YGD pickups, which as far as I'm aware are wound at the actual factory. Other features is they actually come with a neat little dry switch Now, if you own a guitar that has a coil tap, what you'll find is that when you engage the coil tap, it does sound thinner, however you do get that horrible hum that's associated with a single coil. And when you look at kind of what a single coil is, and when you put it out of phase, you essentially just get a load of bass end cut out. So Yamaha designed this dry switch which just acts as a low cut, which you can see on this model here. So all the low cut does, when you pull that knob out, it just cuts out a lot of the bass end, like you get on the coil tap. So it gives you that coil, that thinner kind of single coil kind of sound. Not like you'll hear it unplugged, but what you'll find is that you'll still get that lovely kind of thinner sound. It's actually really light. I mean, you know, I'm holding it with.
It's not balsa, is it?
It's not balsa at all. And I think they're mahogany bodied, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, lovely guitars again.
Maybe I'll review one.
Yeah, at some point it'd be lovely. I'd love to see that, mate. Okay, so what I hold in my hand is the EVH 5150 Overdrive by MXR. Now we stock MXR, Boss, Muir, Carl Martin, but this particular pedal is one of my personal kind of favourites really. I actually do own the 5150 amplifier myself, and to me this is just like my amplifier in a box. So it is a kind of like more of a high gain kind of pedal. So engage it there, and then you have your overall output level, bass, middle, treble, and the good stuff where you get to the gain. And a little kind of, if you can just see a little boost switch just on the end there, so you can just boost the overdrive a bit more. Another good feature it comes with is actually built-in noise gate as well, just on the end there. So if you're whacking it up at loud volumes and you're just killing your ears off.
What's the noise gate like? I mean, some of them are really ropey.
Yeah, the noise gate actually is really tight on this. Because I've also dabbled with using the smart gate that MXR do, which is very good as well. But this noise gate is very good in this pedal. It's quiet when you want it to be. You know, it's a bit of a weird one really, using high gain kind of amps at loud volumes, because a lot of people don't realise that you do need a gate, because you just get this horrible screeching and feedback. You know, and the last thing you want to do when you're playing is kill the audience essentially. Yeah. But for me, yeah, it's a very good noise gate.
Decimeter too.
Oh, the ISP, yeah.
Try that.
I've had a bit of a go one actually, yeah, again, phenomenal. Okay, so here we have the Line 6 Amplify 30. Now beforehand Line 6 only did the 150 and the 75. Sound great, but they can be a bit bulky. You know, very heavy, quite robust.
I've got one of the big ones.
Oh yeah, the 150 is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the biggest one they make.
Yeah, the 150, yeah.
150, yeah.
Yeah, it sound great, but they're a bit too hefty, aren't they?
On the thing.
Yeah, yeah. So
grandson thinks it's awesome.
yeah, but what he did this year, he did 30, which is 30 watt equivalent. Now to give you kind of an idea as to how big this amp is, here are my two hands. Yeah, it's very
He's got
small.
big hands.
I've got big hands. Yeah, but it's a 30 watt amplifier. You have two separate drivers actually inside here. So rather than having a 5-way speaker system that you get in the bigger ones, this just has two individual drivers. Now on the front end, it does just look like a normal amplifier. So you get drive, your 3-band EQ, and a reverb, and then a little kind of flashy knob here you can just use to kind of move and twiddle and get all different kinds of sounds. But what a lot of people don't know is that this amp is actually Bluetooth compatible. So what you can actually do is, pardon me whilst I get my phone out at work, you can actually download an app on your phone, and what you can do is you can actually change the sounds of the amp via your phone, so you can go from anything from different amp simulations to cabinet emulations, and then anything from delays, reverbs, compression, and again you can change all this. So I could go into the top there. Mate, lets me. Ah, there we go.
Demos, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so you've got loads of different sounds in there. Now what a lot of people will do is they'll actually watch gear reviews, watch artists kind of see what they use, and then we'll kind of try to emulate it on this amp. Now I discovered this because the amp actually has a Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson kind of like tone, got like emulation in there.
Right.
And even though this is all digital, it sounds very close to the Cliffs of Dover kind of tone. So someone watched Eric's rig rundown, saw that he used an old school Marshall and put a like a tube drive into the front end, and you can get this on the app. So what they've done is they've watched that, just done it on the app, and it sounded almost exactly the same, really. I mean, obviously you don't get like the valve kind of oomph, but it still sounded uber close.
What do you want for the money?
Well, this is it. Yeah, I mean, I would gladly pay the money for this, just for that Eric Johnson kind of tone, really. But yeah, again, the great sounding amps, very small as well. Yeah, let's go. Now, I haven't spoken much about this because generally I'm a guitar guy, so if it does have 6 strings, it just goes over my head. But in this store, we sell everything from acoustics to bass to all the high-tech stuff from Akai to Alesis to PreSonus to everything else in between. As well, we do PA and percussion, so Yamaha electric drum kits, Roland electric drum kits, Alto PAs, Yamaha PAs, Fender PAs, all of your accessories like pedals, strings, picks, leads, just everything really. Don't forget to visit our website, it's musicstorepro.co.uk. It is currently under construction, but you can alternatively just give me a call. My name's Kane, so anything guitar related I can help you with. Our number is 01782 205 100. And you have any other inquiries in terms of high-tech or PA or percussion or even electric pianos, I do know 1 or 2 people who are actually good who can help you with that. But yeah.
Well, you dude, thanks for showing me around and
no worries,
letting me
it's no worries.
tamper with the gear in this place.
It's like a toy store. Really.
Yeah, it's always awesome, and the best awesome thing about this place are the people, not the gear. Always remember that. Gear you can buy anywhere. These people are priceless, man. See you next time. Rock and roll.
Lovely, mate.